you came to Tennessee right after they went to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What was it like in Nashville? The feeling locker room. What was the energy like? You coming in and they just got done,
So that's what, man. Like, so my last year at Syracuse, my last game was here at the Music City Bowl.
That's off. That's crazy.
And I had,
That's crazy.
And I had the record. They told me it just got broke like a couple years ago in the overtime game, but I had the record for the most tackles. But yeah, man, they was grown ass men. They just lost the Super Bowl by half a yard, so for them it was unfinished business, and I think that was a great situation to come into.
They was ready to work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And Nashville was like, "Yo, you trying to get out of here any chance you get?" Like, because it was nothing, bro. Like, you go down Second Ave, you go to the Underground, you got like Bar Nashville. You used to go out to Outer Limits. And Silverados that's an experience. Silverados on a Sunday.
Was Limelight around?
Limelight
was around back then?
Limelight definitely was like Steve McNair had a club called the Red Carpet. It was cool. It was right there off West End. That was pretty, but it was like, Roof Chris and Fleming's was like, and the Palm was like the steakhouses. You know what I'm saying? But so I say a lot, but like it just make you just focus on football. But what was cool, it's an hour and a half flight pretty much like to get back to New York. It was like maybe a little less than 2 hours. You get to Miami, you get anywhere, was centrally located enough that like, all right, when you got the opportunity, trying to get on that internet and get something to get out of here. But so it was cool, man. Like it gave me a work ethic. They taught me how to be a pro. That team taught me what like being in the NFL was like, how to be professional. And then even when it got to the point where I was like in my 5th, 6th year or whatever, and the team wasn't as good or whatever, we was going through a transition, I had learned how to be a leader. I didn't realize that I had learned how to be a leader back then because, Javon Curse was gone, Samari Rowe was gone, Steve McNair was gone, Eddie Joe, everybody was gone, you know what I'm saying? And they had paid me on defense, and it was like me, Albert Hainsworth, like, you know what I mean? Albert was young, wilding, like, not focused, like, you know what I'm saying? And we had like some pieces, but, I think playing with that team, I learned a lot of things in those first 2 years that when it was nobody around, and it was like, yo, if you want to win, you got to step up and be a leader. Like, I'm just trying to get out there and do my job, man. Everybody's pros, you should know how to do your shit, you know what I mean? But it don't work like that, you know what I mean? So if you want to have success, especially in the NFL, because if you ain't winning NFL, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just out there collecting a check, having a good time.
You ain't gonna be out there long.
Yeah, exactly. And they gonna find a way, like, to push you on. So, I remember one time, Jeff Fisher, he called me in his office. I don't remember what it was about, but he was like, look, man, this team gonna go with you one way or another. It's like you either gonna bring them up or we gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? So with them doing that, that made me hold other people accountable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but before you could do that, you gotta be on point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like that made me be on point because I had people holding me. I knew how to hold people accountable. So if we watching film, be like, yo, I'm not gonna say nothing, but it'll be like, if we keep seeing it, hey, Bates, man, make sure you're in your gap, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to make sure I'm in my gap.
Because before I can tell you,
you know what I'm saying? And it ain't going to be nothing. Now, I ain't going to lie, there been some younger players as I got older where, like, it was to the point, bro, like, I told you I played 127 straight games. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of snaps. Yeah, so it's like, I could look up on the Jumbotron or just ask, yo, where was you? Was you here? Yeah. And then put it together. And I'll be like, man, what, you know? Like, man, it ain't me. It ain't me.
They gave him this fucking X-Run. God damn.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, we get, like, because, and then it'd be whatever. Then we get on the film, we see it. I'm not going to, it's over. That happened then. That happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to argue about it on the sideline, but motherfucker, you wrong. Yeah. Right. But we ain't going to come back to it. If you're going to sit here and be a baby, that's cool. You can have that. Everybody going to see you on film because everybody saw us just how to, we tried to talk about it.
Because everybody gonna remember that. Oh, yeah, all going back and forth. Yeah. All right, pull that film up.
Yeah.
Team meet in front of everybody.
You don't got to say nothing. So like, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm not gonna be wrong.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
He said, I ain't gonna be wrong, though.
Gotta know your
I'm
shit.
not.
Hey,
Gotta know your shit.
Best thing about like the linebacker, bro, well, I feel like for you, your time, anybody before this, and then I don't know about now because safety's running a lot of shit for teams
Right,
nowadays.
yeah.
But linebackers with the quarterbacks, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so just like quarterback know where everybody's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We gotta know where these fat boys gotta be.
Yeah.
We gotta know where our partners gotta be because we gotta know how we gotta fit on these blocks.
Facts.
And whatever block that's coming in this whole scheme of shit, because one side you might get on, might have to box it. This other side they come that way, you might have to spill it because you might have to spill it to somebody over here. Then you gotta know where your safety.
it's like a puzzle. You gotta know how it fits. You know what
and
I'm
then you gotta
saying?
tell your safety to talk to you because whatever the coverage check and this, that, they gotta tell you some shit.
Right.
But you gotta start telling these
Yeah.
other people. But that's a whole bunch of shit.
That's why you heard what I said. I told him, hey, stay in his gap because if he jumping gaps to gap, we not
That's when-
playing
Now you
playing
couldn't tell
together.
that,
We
yeah.
not sound. Stay in your gap. Now, so I had a player that played in front of me that we jumped gaps when he was young, Hainsworth. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, look, man, you fucking this shit up. So I would just tell him, man, don't play peekaboo. Peekaboo is when you go
run one side,
and you go like that.
Oh, I
You know what I'm
hate
saying?
that.
Yeah, that's
Just
the
go
worst.
one way,
That's
and I'm gonna go the other way.
Yes.
Right.
And then he started like that's when he started catching wreck like shit. And then they had their games. He started obviously mastering his skills, mastering the games that he had to do within the D line, understanding how they was trying to block him and like the whole technical shit that going to becoming a all pro D lineman. But at first, man, let's get this regular shit together, man.
right.
Stay in your fucking gap.
Gotta learn.
Oh God.
Gotta learn the 101.
Let's do the regular, the normal shit first, cuz.
Right.